What's up guys, TJ here with another mukbang gang video. If you like these types of videos, please like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Also hit that bell icon so you get notifications whenever I release new videos. So today we are eating homemade ham, turkey, provolone, Colby Jack, lettuce, tomato on a hoagie bun and some potato chips. So you know me, first thing we gotta do is say grace. All right, let's start eating. All right, so I know you all have seen the devastation of Hurricane Harvey. I just kind of want to talk a little bit about it. We went down to Texas. I don't know, maybe it was a year ago. Yeah, it was a year ago. I remember when we went down there, our friend Lou was telling us about they had a lot of flooding. I didn't realize, you know, Texas was prone to flooding, but apparently it is. You know, I can't imagine I couldn't imagine, you know, losing everything. I mean, it's crazy. And then also when you see, also, you know, I guess one of the positive things is there's so many people that have stepped up, you know, and donate their time, donated money. And, you know, these kind of situations really show us how much, you know, Americans stick together, even though we have a lot of differences. And there's, of course, a lot of things that tears us apart. But, you know,
it was good, man.
Mm-hmm.
You came up, man.
Mm-hmm.
I prepared this meal.
Mm-hmm.
Join us later.
My prayers go out to the people in Texas, and I hope that they, you know, they feel the love that the nation has come together and shown them, you know. I couldn't imagine losing everything, especially, you know, and all these things are material things. So, you know, they can all be repurchased, rebought. You know, the most important thing is that they're safe and they know where their families are, and, you know, they don't get any kind of like diseases or anything from the water, because I know there's a lot of, they was talking about on the news today, was the that water, especially if you have any kind of open wounds, can get into your bloodstream and cause all kind of, you know, problems. So that's one thing that's really been heavy on my heart. Also, what about that Joel Olsteen? What do y'all think about that? I actually, I go to church, you know, Baptist church, and sometimes I don't like if I go visit a church and they have like a big, huge emphasis on like giving money, you know, to the church. You know, I don't feel like a pastor should be a millionaire. I mean, you know what I mean? I don't feel like, you know, I feel like the Bible talks a lot about greed and things like that. And I feel like when you have that much money and you almost banking on people that are in need, you know, I don't like that. Now, I've never watched that Joel Olsteen A Day in My Life on TV or anything. But I feel like a pastor's life should have a more minimalist, you know, minimalist kind of thing. I mean, you don't need a $10 million mansion. I mean, nobody needs one, but you know, people get them all the time if they have the money. But as a pastor, I just don't see you banking on that, and especially when the churches have a they're not taxed on the income that comes to the church. Now his income is taxed, but you know, we're talking about millions of dollars that he's getting every year. I feel like, you know, those mega churches that they have and the pastors, I'm not saying they don't give back, because I'm sure they do give back, but I don't feel like they should be like millionaires. I was talking to somebody at church the other day, or at church. I was talking to somebody at work the other day. And they was talking about church. Actually, it's down the street from my house. It's a big church. It's called Abba's House. I don't know if any of you that watch it from Chattanooga or know anything about Chattanooga, but out here in Hickson, there's a big church. It's called Abba's House. It's one of those mega churches, you know. And it doesn't even have a church affiliation because of the amount of money that they bring in, you know. And they actually, I mean, I hate to say this, but they had like the audacity to have a pastor's Bentley fund. Really? A pastor's Bentley fund? A pastor needs a Bentley? I mean, nobody needs a Bentley. You know, I don't care if you're a pastor or anybody. You know, but those are things that people that live the life want to have. And then I saw the documentary, and I may see if I can find it on YouTube and put a link to it in my description, the description section below. But on this documentary, the pastor, you know, was getting this immense amount of money, and I guess they were doing like an audit maybe of his financials, and he had 4 or 5, you know, Mercedes, BMWs, Bentley, Range Rover. And he took like, I want to say he said $50,000 to cut a Mercedes into a limo. We're talking about a pastor here. Why does the church need a Mercedes limo? You know, let's think about the church that I grew up in. And my uncle was the pastor at that church. He lived a very minimalist lifestyle. I mean, of course, the church provided him a house, and it was a little small. I mean, old. It was an old house. I mean, and he had the same old car the whole time that he was alive. He had the same old car. You know, they if something were to happen to his car, I'm sure the church would have bought him, you know, a car, a modest. It wouldn't have been like a Mercedes or anything like that. I don't believe, you know. And every Sunday, they would do the tithes and the offerings, and they would go through, and before the end of the church service, they would, you know, they would go ahead and tally up how much money they had, and they would post it to a board, and they would say, you know, this is how much we got in tithes, This is how much we got in offers. Of course, it was a small church, so you know, it wasn't no more than $500, $600 if they got. And then the next week, they would show exactly where every dollar of that money went. And I believe that's how all churches should be. I mean, when you give me your money, which money is a tangible thing, and it's for the church, it's for the betterment of the church and the people of the church, is what it's for. Which is, that's why I give tithes. It's not for the pastor. It's not to so he can go and live in a, you know, a mansion, or for him to ride around in a Mercedes. And so the church can be able to provide for the community. My church I went to, they used to cook every day. They would cook meals every single day. And it wasn't just for the members, you know, it was for anybody in the community to come and they could eat. They can go inside the pantry and get whatever they needed. And that's what it should be for. You know, some of these pastors in these mega churches look at the church as a big business. And I guess it is, but that's not what it's supposed to be about, you know. So what are y'all feelings on these mega churches? That was actually good. Alright guys, that's it. I'm going to try to do 3 of these mukbangs a week, starting like from now on. I'm going to try to do like a Monday, Thursday, and Saturday mukbang upload. I'm also going to start releasing some different kind of motivational things and things like that, discussion type videos, stuff on health and wealth. So anyway, I appreciate you guys coming. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and catch me later.